What's good? So it's Santi back with another video for you guys. Semen retention and the God concept part 10. Ya tu sabes, man. You know what it is. So, yeah. We're just to end this series of videos, go back through to my first video, where I break down the just the God concept and how it manifests itself as an idea in your mind, which is planted there by society, So when we talk about semen retention, that's really just gaining that control over yourself again from the root and being rooted and being grounded, And so through that process is the achievement of a sense of oneness, a state of oneness, alignment with yourself. You feel me? Alignment with yourself, developing a more vertical, upright frame. You feel me? Having more direction and being more into your masculine embodiment, And one of the problems the biggest problem with pornography, masturbation is a lack of self-understanding, a lack of being able to be in congruency with the emotional, spiritual aspect of your being. You feel me? And so going through that process is a spiritual undertaking. It's a spiritual undertaking. And it's going to have you delving deeper into things because you're having to understand things below the surface. Feel me? There's a lot that's being hidden from us in society, and the truth of our origins is always being hidden behind the guises of religion, And a lot of people don't realize how our social conditioning and how we're brought up ultimately creates a lot of the problems that we face in our lives. You know what I'm saying? And our parents have a certain lack of awareness. You know what I'm saying? They still have a socially conditioned thinking. You know what I'm saying? From what is recognized as the matrix. But when you take it and you put it to a more intellectual standpoint, you understand once you start delving into, say you live in the United States, look into the history behind the development and the founding of this country, and it's not what they're teaching us. It's far from it. The quote-unquote founding fathers were using stolen knowledge to establish this country, and we're enslaving individuals and taking indigenous knowledge, taking the knowledge of Black and brown peoples, and created a society that developed from capitalism and the exploitation of people. You feel me? Murdering of men and women and children of darker complexion, Black and brown people. You feel me? And so when we look at the establishment of this country, there was a utilization of the ancient sciences. You know what I'm saying? The ancient sciences to pretty much govern and manipulate the people. And so when you look at certain rituals, certain common practices within the society that we live in, a lot of this knowledge is hidden in monuments. So one of the monuments is what is it? I think it's one of the Lincoln monuments, but it's shaped like an obelisk, okay? when you think about the obelisk and the design of it, the obelisk is a masculine structure and it's upright, you know? And so that's when we start delving into like the Masonic design of the United States and other Western societies, you know? And so the masculine energy is what is running rampant right now in society. You can blame women all day. And it's women out here doing a lot of manipulation and doing a lot of reckless things. You know what I'm saying? But society is not in balance with the feminine. And when you go down to a more micro, like to the more finer details, that manifests itself within men. That is manifesting itself within us, because those who are in positions of power, the elites, the upper class, the bourgeoisie, you know, who get their power from slave wealth, from slavery. That's where they got their power now. They got it from slavery. So we in Western society and all of those under Western society are being manipulated by their root energy, by their sexual energy. You feel me? And so that's why when it comes to semen retention, it goes beyond just individuals telling you to get right with God and resorting towards scriptures, because even scriptures are only going to give you a part and parcel of the truth and not the complete truth. Because if they gave you the complete truth, then you would be free. But see, they can't give you the complete truth because then they would no longer have any power over you. So when we look at Christianity and how it was used, the same way with Islam, these religions spread because of slavery, because of warfare. And then they gave that religion to their subjects, but took away those subjects' culture and their ancestral memory. And this is most directly towards black and brown people. That's what they did to us. That's what Europeans did to us. That's why all of these problems are going on now, because it really started with the fall of other civilizations. And the fall of other civilizations manifested into what we're dealing with today. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it all into perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't put on this earth to be worshiping somebody. You weren't put on this earth to be worshiping somebody. But in order for us to inhabit and survive in this earth plane, we had to respect certain principles of governance within the laws of nature. So when we're looking at these tribes that are outside, they still live in nature, immersed in nature. They still go and hunt and fish and plant. You know what I'm saying? They're living by those laws. So now you've got tribes and stuff that are fighting to keep colonizers and things like that out of their lands, keep Europeans from going and stealing their resources and trying to convert their people to democracy and things of that nature. You gotta pay attention. Like, you really gotta pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And it was just last year, like a Chinese American guy went into an island off the coast of India, maybe. These indigenous people, they've been there for 40,000, 60,000 years. And they've had no interaction with the outside world except for maybe probably about 50 years back. But this guy the guy that went 50 years back knew how to interact with them. You know what I'm saying? So we speed it up till last year, and what happens? You got this tribe off the far coast of India, and they're black. They're black as the cosmos. You feel me? And this guy is coming, trying to convert them to Christianity. The first time he came, what did he do? They shot arrows at him. Told him don't come back. You know, he tried to give them Jesus and his Bible and things of that nature. That's colonization. That's what colonization is. They told him to go. They told him not to come. He came back again. What did they do? They killed him. They shot arrows in his Bible and they killed him. And they kept his body. And they probably buried his body. You know what I'm saying? But they had the right to do that because they've been living there 40,000, 60,000 plus years. They don't know anything about any Jesus. So how you gonna sit there and come and tell them that Jesus and this God, this European God that you're giving them is their creator. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And now that's why you got it all over the world pretty much because of that. And that was started by the Vatican. The Vatican and the Catholic Church went and started colonizing. And they were exercising the force of the masculine energy. They disrupted the balance. You feel me? So semen retention, if you practice semen retention, you're ultimately going to be challenging the system. That's challenging the system. That's challenging social conditioning. That's challenging 500, 600, thousands of years of the manifestation of the matrix. You feel me? So meditate on that. You know, because I'm just gonna come with what it is on my channel. I'm gonna come with what it is. You feel me? So yeah, it's all about achieving that higher state, getting yourself back, getting your soul back, because they're trying to take everybody's soul every day. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I have more videos for you guys. Love, salud.